Because tonight, the mask just slipped off one of the most untouchable faces in conservative America, Erika Kirk. The grieving widow, the so-called symbol of faith and purity, is now being ripped apart by two of the internet's loudest truth-tellers, Elon Musk and Candace Owens. And what they just exposed might rewrite everything we thought we knew about Charlie Kirk's death, his legacy, and the woman who claims to protect it. For months, Erika played the role perfectly. The broken-hearted wife, the loyal Christian, the woman everyone defended. But when Elon Musk drops cryptic tweets at midnight and Candace Owens goes live saying she's not who you think she is, you know something dark is boiling underneath that perfect Instagram filter. The internet couldn't believe it, and you won't either. Hidden bank transfers, vanished footage, deleted DMs that somehow reappeared in the wrong inbox. It's not just gossip, it's a digital crime scene. And if what's being whispered is true, then Erika Kirk isn't the victim she's pretending to be. She's the architect. So buckle up, because tonight, we're breaking it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier. If you thought you'd seen it all, think again, because tonight, the truth that Elon Musk and Candace Owens just dropped about Erika Kirk might be the most shocking story conservative world has ever seen. This isn't gossip. This is a slow-motion collapse. The kind where the perfect image burns down, and all that's left are the secrets no one was supposed to see. Erika Kirk used to be the internet's darling, the grieving widow who smiled through heartbreak, the Proverbs 31 woman who quoted scripture on podcasts while wearing $1,000 dresses and speaking about forgiveness. She was calm, composed, pure, or at least that's how she looked. Until Elon Musk tweeted 6 words that started a fire he didn't plan to put out. Some halos are rented, not earned. No tags, no hashtags. Just that, within minutes, screenshots of Erika's Instagram post flooded under the tweet. Every photo suddenly felt staged. The charity smiles, the family portraits, the faith over fear captions. By morning, Candace Owens had reposted the tweet with 3 words. Say her name. And just like that, Erika Kirk went from saint to suspect overnight. What followed was chaos, the kind that doesn't come from rumor, but from receipts. A Telegram channel called The Quiet Chamber, known for leaking conservative donor lists, claimed that files connecting Erika to unrecorded financial transfers made within hours of Charlie Kirk's death. The amounts weren't massive, but the timing was 3 payments, 2 accounts, one labeled consulting, another silence. No context, just numbers and a timestamp, 2:17 a.m. At first, Erika ignored it. Silence can be power, especially when your followers still believe you're the victim. But Elon doesn't play quiet. A few days later, he went on a Spaces stream and said, some people preach purity while deleting their husband's hard drive. You could hear Candace's laugh in the background. Sharp, deliberate, the kind that tells you she already knows too much. The clip went viral. Every conservative subreddit lit up like gasoline. People started digging. Old Turning Point USA photos, conference videos, anything that showed Erika and Charlie together. That's when someone noticed something chilling. In one of Charlie's last interviews before he died, he mentioned recording everything for security reasons. The way he said it sounded casual at the time. But now, fans are convinced those recordings might have contained something more. A self-proclaimed insider messaged a blog called Patriot Pulse, claiming Charlie's laptop had been wiped clean by someone in his household within 48 hours of his death. When the blog posted the claim, Candace Owens reshared it with the caption, "We told you to stop trusting perfect people." Erika's team stayed silent again. Meanwhile, Elon kept dropping breadcrumbs. One tweet read, "Faith is what you do when no one's watching, except someone was." Attached was a screenshot of an email from a Turning Point donor asking about missing receipts and reallocated funds. Within hours, Erika's name trended again, this time alongside the word embezzlement. Of course, none of it was proven, but on the internet, you don't need proof, just timing. And Erika's timing couldn't have been worse. Her last podcast episode, titled "How to Stay Rooted When the World Lies," became a meme overnight. Users flooded her comment section with "rooted in what exactly?" and "faith or fraud." That's when things got darker. Someone claiming to be a former assistant leaked a series of internal messages allegedly between Erika and a media consultant named Blake R., where she wrote, "If they ask about Charlie's files, say he deleted them himself. They can't prove anything." The messages weren't verified, but they sounded too specific to ignore. Blake went silent immediately after. 2 days later, Candace went live. Her tone wasn't loud or angry, it was surgical. She said, "You don't fake grief for this long unless there's a reason. And the reason is starting to look like guilt." The chat went wild. Super chats poured in. Even people who once defended Erika now asked, "Wait, was Charlie onto something?" Elon added fuel the next morning with a tweet that simply read, "She's not who you think she is." He didn't name her, but everyone knew. Within hours, a leaked clip surfaced on TikTok, supposedly a voice recording of Erika arguing with someone. The audio was distorted, muffled, but one line cut through clearly. "You promised me this would disappear." No one knew what this was, but that didn't matter. The internet had already decided what it meant. Every conservative podcast suddenly had an exclusive theory. One host claimed Erika was laundering emotional currency for political access. Another said she was silencing people with scripture. One even compared her to a Southern church version of Amber Heard. Every thumbnail had her crying face frozen mid-blink, next to Elon's smirk or Candace's glare. Then came the DMs. Someone leaked alleged messages between Erika and a Turning Point PR manager. One of them read, "If Elon starts talking, I'll go public with what he sent Charlie." The implication? There was something between Elon and Charlie that never saw daylight. Another message said, "Candace is bluffing. She won't risk the lawsuit." But she did risk it and doubled down. By now, the damage was irreversible. Sponsors started reviewing partnerships. Her podcast quietly removed old episodes mentioning Charlie. And just when it looked like Erika might issue a statement, she posted a single black screen on Instagram with a caption, "God knows the truth." For some, that was enough. But for Elon and Candace, it was an invitation. That night, Elon hosted another space, teasing a data drop he called Operation Mirror. Candace joined halfway through, laughing when he said, "Some people still think the internet forgets. It doesn't." She replied, "Especially not when you delete the wrong file." The audience erupted. Thousands of listeners flooded the comments, asking, "What file? Who's deleting what?" Elon stayed quiet for a beat, then said, "Ask her about January 12th. And then he logged off. January 12th. That was the day Charlie was found dead. The chat went silent. Every viewer knew this wasn't random anymore. Something deeper was connecting all the dots. Money transfers, deleted files, and now a date tied directly to Charlie's death. Candace ended the space with one line that broke Twitter that night. "We told you, the truth changes everything." And while Erika's team tried to control the flames, someone no one knows who uploaded a 2-minute clip to X. It was night vision footage, low quality, possibly from a Ring camera. The timestamp? January 12th, 2:18 a.m. A woman barefoot, walking toward a car. Same height, same build, same long coat Erika had worn in a photo that week. She's holding something, maybe a hard drive, maybe nothing. But she looked straight into the camera for half a second before disappearing into the dark. It couldn't be confirmed it was her, but the internet didn't care. By sunrise, hashtag Erika Kirk Exposed had 1.3 million tweets. And as Candace teased a part 2 of her revelation stream, Elon posted a single phrase that froze everyone watching this unfold. "Truth isn't kind. It's karma." But what came next, even his enemies didn't expect. The morning after Elon Musk's chilling post, "Truth isn't kind. It's karma." The internet exploded like a live wire. Every conservative thread, every gossip page, every digital corner of X was echoing the same question. What happened on January 12th? That date wasn't random anymore. It was the night Charlie Kirk died, and now, according to Elon and Candace Owens, it was also the night Erika Kirk did something she could never take back. Erika still hadn't spoken. Not a tweet, not a statement, not a denial. Her silence became her confession in the eyes of millions. Meanwhile, Candace was already planning her next move, and she wasn't planning to go easy. She uploaded a cryptic 7-second teaser on her podcast channel, a blurred screenshot of what looked like an email with the subject line, "Transfer complete." The caption read, "Part 2 drops tonight, and this time we're naming names." That single post pulled in nearly 2 million views in 3 hours. Within that silence, the story took on a life of its own. People began drawing connections, tracing digital trails, claiming that Erika wasn't just hiding grief, she was hiding guilt. One user posted, "Why would Candace risk everything unless she had proof?" Another replied, "Because she's seen the receipts." By the time Candace went live, over 100,000 people were waiting. And the first thing she said made even her own fans hold their breath. "Elon and I were sent something, and once you hear it, you'll understand why we can't stay silent." Then the clip played. It was audio, muffled, distant, recorded from what sounded like a phone in a pocket. A man's voice, believed to be Charlie Kirk's, said, "If anything happens to me, check the drive in my study. She knows where it is." The voice cracked mid-sentence. You could hear a door creak, then silence. The clip ended. Candace leaned back in her chair, folded her arms, and said quietly, "That was recorded 2 days before he died." The internet broke. People froze the audio, enhanced it, analyzed the echoes. True crime YouTubers who hadn't touched politics in years jumped in, releasing soundproof breakdowns. Elon retweeted the clip with 3 dots, nothing else. And just like that, Erika's name became the face of digital suspicion. Meanwhile, anonymous sources began sending Candace more evidence. One claimed to have a screenshot of Erika's text messages with a local data recovery expert. The message read, "I need you to handle something sensitive. It's personal." The date? January 11th. Another message from that same number said, "I can pay extra if it's done tonight." The data specialist, a man named Trevor N., went on a live stream claiming he'd been threatened not to speak. His story was shaky. He looked terrified. But he showed one thing that got everyone's attention, a blurred invoice marked "Rush Job, January 12th. The payment came from an account under Kirk Media. Erika's lawyers called it deep fake fabrication. But deep fakes don't explain timing, and they don't explain why Elon Musk suddenly started talking about mysterious data wipes on X the same day. In a tweet now viewed 60 million times, he wrote, "Deleting doesn't erase, it just hides." At that point, even people who had never heard of Erika Kirk before were invested. The story had crossed from gossip to mystery. True crime pages, tech analysts, even digital security blogs started investigating. Some began calling it the Widow File. And that's when something even darker surfaced. A small independent site called faithwatchers.net uploaded what it claimed was an email leak from within Turning Point's archives. The emails, allegedly between Charlie and one of the board members, showed disagreements about offshore contributions and personal diversions of funds. In one email, Charlie allegedly wrote, "If this ever comes out, it could ruin everything, especially for her." The her didn't have to be named. Everyone knew who it meant. Erika tried to fight back subtly. She posted a photo on Instagram with a Bible verse. "Blessed are the persecuted for righteousness' sake." The comment section, however, didn't buy it. "You're not persecuted, you're cornered," one user wrote. "Scripture won't cover corruption," said another. Candace didn't let up. The next morning, she appeared on the Daily Wire and dropped another bombshell. "There's a reason Elon got involved," she said with a smirk. "Let's just say Charlie wasn't the only one Erika lied to." The interviewer pressed her, but Candace refused to elaborate. Meanwhile, Elon posted a screenshot, a transaction log showing an unknown wire transfer made 3 days after Charlie's death. The account name? Foundation Support LLC. The sender? Erika Kirk. The amount? $180,000. No one knew where the money went. But Elon's caption read, "Money doesn't vanish, it moves." At this point, the story wasn't about faith or grief anymore. It was about power. Erika's brand, Her entire identity was built on being the righteous widow of a fallen conservative leader. She was featured in panels, endorsed by churches, invited to conferences. And now, with each receipt, that image was disintegrating. Behind the scenes, Candace's team leaked snippets of what they called the Project Halo folder. Inside, they claimed were unedited emails, voice notes, and even a photo that proved everything. The photo allegedly showed Erika standing outside a private bank in Scottsdale, 2 days after Charlie's memorial, carrying what looked like a portable hard drive. Whether it was real or not didn't matter. The internet had already decided it was. The clip made its way to TikTok with dramatic filters, eerie piano music, and captions like, "The day she moved the files." Erika's management company dropped her quietly that week. Turning Point's website removed her bio. Her brand partners paused collaborations. Overnight, her empire of influence crumbled into trending hashtags and reaction videos. But what no one expected was that this was just the first layer. 3 days later, Elon Musk started a new thread titled "The Data Speaks." He claimed to have verified metadata from a recovered archive belonging to Charlie's personal cloud. The files were labeled things like family, projects, and one ominously titled cover. Inside, he said, were audio recordings, messages, and notes connecting Erika to a timeline of events that made no sense. He didn't post the files directly, but he didn't need to. Screenshots spread within minutes, real or not. One showed what looked like a memo written in Charlie's tone. She said it was for us, but I know it's about her. Candace responded publicly with a single line. He knew. That's when Erika finally broke her silence. She uploaded a 4-minute video titled "The Truth They Won't Tell You." Her face was pale, her voice shaking. "These people are manipulating my husband's memory," she said. "They're twisting everything. They want clicks, not truth." Tears welled up at her eyes, and for a second, the internet hesitated. Was she the victim after all? But before her video could gain sympathy, Elon quote-tweeted it with one final blow. "Your husband recorded everything, Erika. Don't pretend we don't have the tapes." That single sentence turned her emotional defense into her digital downfall. Because if Elon was bluffing, he bluffed like a man holding every card. Candace retweeted him with a cryptic image, a blurred screenshot of a folder titled "January 12th Final Log." The caption read, "Part 3 starts now." And just when everyone thought this couldn't go any deeper, another name appeared in the chaos. The screenshots folder list had one more file, one no one noticed at first. It was labeled simply OW. Nobody knew what it meant, but the internet did what it always does. It guessed. OW could mean other witness. It could mean original wife. It could even mean a person. And suddenly, theories flooded in. Someone else knew the truth about January 12th. But who? Candace didn't answer. Elon didn't clarify. And Erika, she just vanished offline. Because what came next would make even her harshest critics question everything. When Erika Kirk disappeared from social media, people thought it was strategic. Maybe a PR reset, maybe an image pause before the lawyers stepped in. But days passed, then weeks. No posts, no statements, not even a family time excuse. And that's when people started realizing something bigger was happening behind the curtain. The same woman who built her brand on never backing down suddenly backed into silence. But her absence didn't stop the storm. If anything, it fed it. Every hour she stayed gone, new theories filled the gap, and none of them were kind. Then it happened. Out of nowhere, Elon Musk went live on X Spaces. No countdown, no promotion, just a title, "The Last Tape." Within minutes, over 250,000 people joined. Candace Owens co-hosted. You could hear the edge in her voice before the stream even began. "You all wanted the truth," she said. "Well, here it is." Then Elon spoke. Calm, precise. "There's a file that's been circulating behind the scenes. We confirmed its source, and it's not from us. It's from Charlie." Gasps filled the chat. The sound clip started play. Charlie's voice came through, faint but clear enough to freeze everyone listening. "If something happens to me, she knows why. She's not who you think she is." Don't trust the version she shows you. That's for them, not for me. The audio cut there. Silence. Then Candace whispered. That was January 12th. 11:47 p.m. The internet exploded. Clips of the recording hit TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube within minutes. Everyone had theories. Some said it was a deep fake. Others claimed they recognized Charlie's inflection from older videos. But regardless of truth, the emotional impact was nuclear. People who'd once defended Erika started deleting their comments. Hashtag shifted from hashtag pray for Erika to hashtag justice for Charlie. That's when the OW file finally came to light. A hacker group calling themselves Echo Truth claimed to have cracked the final layer of Charlie's encrypted backup. They leaked screenshots an email exchange between Charlie and someone with the initials OW, the subject line, the call she doesn't want found. The body of the email read, she said she was deleting the recordings to protect us. But if I disappear, promise me you'll tell the world who she really is. No one knew who OW was until someone found a clue buried in an old Turning Point donor registry. Listed right below Charlie's name was Olivia W., a communications assistant who quietly resigned 2 weeks before his death. She hadn't been seen since. Candace jumped on it instantly. She tweeted, "Found her. Stay tuned." 12 hours later, the Daily Wire uploaded an exclusive episode titled The Missing Witness. Candace claimed Olivia had reached out from a secure location. Her voice was altered for privacy, but what she said made the internet lose its mind. Charlie told me to back up everything. He said he didn't trust her anymore. The last thing he said to me was, if she asks, don't give her the password. When Candace asked her what Erika wanted deleted, Olivia hesitated, then said something about an offshore account and a video. She said if it ever went public, it would ruin her. The chat went wild. Clips of the Olivia interview flooded every corner of the internet. Conspiracy accounts called it the widow cover-up. Conservative groups distanced themselves from Erika entirely. Turning Point issued a vague statement about ongoing internal audits. And Elon Musk, he dropped one final post that sent chills across timelines. She wasn't protecting him. She was protecting herself. For hours, nothing else mattered online. Erika's name was everywhere. Every headline, every podcast, every live stream. She had become the digital ghost haunting her own legacy. And yet, no one knew where she was. Then late one night, a 20-second clip surfaced from a security camera in Utah. A woman, matching Erika's build and hairstyle, walking alone near a gas station. Hoodie up, head down. She looked at the camera once, then vanished behind a parked SUV. The timestamp? 2 days after the Olivia interview dropped. The video spread like wildfire. Comment sections filled with, "Is that her?" and "She's running." Some said she fled the country. Others believed she was in hiding under church protection. But a darker theory emerged, that someone else didn't want her found. Because just hours after that clip surfaced, the Echo Truth account that leaked the OW file was deleted without explanation. Then Candace posted something cryptic. "They warned us to stop. We don't scare easy." Elon followed with one last tweet. No context, no thread. "There's one thing money can't delete, guilt." That tweet reached 50 million views in under a day. Meanwhile, Erika's mansion in Scottsdale was swarmed by reporters. Neighbors claimed they hadn't seen her car in weeks. One even told TMZ Politics that a shredding service truck came by days before she vanished. The FBI refused to comment, but one reporter leaked that a private investigation had been launched concerning tampered digital property connected to a deceased public figure. No names, but everyone knew. As the noise grew louder, Candace announced one final stream, the ending they never wanted. Her opening line sent shivers down everyone's spine. "We were never supposed to find out, but he left a trail, and the trail doesn't lie." She then revealed one final file Elon's team had supposedly decrypted. A handwritten note, scanned from Charlie's personal journal. The writing was shaky, but clear. It read, she said she'd take care of everything. I just didn't know she meant me. Candace didn't speak after reading it. She just stared into camera and whispered. She vanished without a trace. but the secret stayed. That clip became the most watched political video of the year. Erika Kirk's name was erased from Turning Point's website. Her podcast network pulled every episode. Churches that once invited her quietly replaced her photos. And as for Elon Musk and Candace Owens, they never addressed it again. Not one more tweet, not one more quote. Almost as if the mission was complete. But here's the part nobody expected. 3 weeks later, a private X account popped up under the handle at redeemtruth_12. It posted one thing, a voice note. Soft, distorted, unmistakably female. You think you know what happened. You don't. He wasn't who you think he was either. No location. No follow-up. The account deleted itself an hour later. Some say it was Erika. Others think it was a fake planted by someone trying to spin the narrative. But one thing's for sure, the internet never forgets. And somewhere, deep in a deleted folder marked cover, the rest of the truth is still waiting to surface. Because in this story, nobody's innocent. Not her, not them, not even the truth itself. So here we are, the end of the story, or at least the part they let us see. The world saw a grieving widow. Elon Musk and Candace Owens saw a liar. And somewhere between their tweets, leaked tapes, and vanishing witnesses, the truth got tangled in its own reflection. Was Erika Kirk the mastermind behind the cover-up, or just another casualty of the internet's hunger for blood? If you've made it this far, ask yourself, do you really believe we've heard the last of her? Because guilt doesn't vanish, it lingers. Somewhere in some hidden folder, someone's still holding the real version of the story. The recordings, the receipts, maybe even the one clip that proves who was right all along. And when that surfaces, it won't just change the headlines. It'll rewrite the entire narrative of who betrayed who. This is bigger than Erika, bigger than Elon, bigger than Candace. This is what happens when truth becomes content and secrets become currency. So what do you think? Was Erika hiding something, or was she framed by the people who needed her gone? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this case isn't closed. Hit that subscribe button, share this video, and stay locked in. Every ending is just the beginning of the next explosion. This story isn't ending. It's just beginning.